There's no middleman. We source directly from trusted industry leaders we've partnered with for generations. We work with them in person and negotiate on our customers' behalf so they get the best prices possible. We also pay our partners in cash, and in return, they reserve the most beautiful diamonds just for us. I handpick and inspect each stone under 10 times magnification. Other jewelers use the Diamond Database to buy stones sight unseen with grainy pictures and videos. When you purchase a diamond engagement ring with Shane Company, you can trust that me and my team have personally handpicked your stone for its unique fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com to find yours. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
The KDUS AM 1060 app is brought to you by Law Bear Auto Accident Attorneys. Hurry to lawbear.com.
That's lawbear.com. The bear has your back.
It's the lunch break.
That it is. We made it to a Friday. It is the lunch break here, KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you. Whether you're listening to us on the free KDUS AM 1060 app, you're streaming us on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube channel. Thanks for spending your Friday with us. 6 wings to go. We will finish the wings punishment here on the program today. We'll get you ready for Diamondbacks Twins. That series gets started tonight. Pretty big soccer match coming up at the top of the hour. It is a Trivia Friday. We have to pick weekend winners. All of it coming during the next 2 hours. Producer Evan, how are you today?
Cracker Barrel this weekend. Cracker Barrel this weekend. Telling you I'm going.
So the reason why we have this drop in the system
is
because you've said that exact thing in the past.
And I'm going this weekend.
So let me tell you right now, I don't believe you.
Okay. Okay, I'll send you a picture Saturday or Sunday morning, me at Cracker Barrel.
Okay, I love that. 6 more wings will need to be consumed.
Book it. 6 more wings. That'll be in hour number 2 of the program.
We are ordering the wings.
We are.
I think towards the end of this segment or during the next break, we will be ordering the wings. Now, do you mind? I don't mean to put you on the spot here.
Of course not.
Do you mind ordering the wings and I can Venmo you for them afterwards?
Yes.
Because my phone, I just realized.
Yeah, is the camera.
Is the camera.
By the way, I
laptop
processed that way earlier.
Okay. I was like,
so
I'll order the wings.
Don't you worry.
I don't have.
We also have, remember, we have a Buffalo Wild Wings right down the street.
We do. A Buffalo Wild
so
Wings
we're good.
Right around the corner. So we will be ordering these 6 wings that I will need to consume. That'll happen in
We will
hour
let
number
you
2.
pick the flavor.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. I don't know what I'm going to pick.
And hour number 2 is going to be extremely, extremely distracting.
It is going to, if we are able to be professional, if we are able to be entertaining, if we are able to do everything that the rundown says we're supposed to do in hour number 2 of the program.
Professional.
I will be extremely impressed in our broadcasting ability because at 12 o'clock today, the U.S. played their second group stage match against Australia. No Christian Pulisic today for the U.S. He is out.
The pride of Hershey, Pennsylvania, not going to line him up today.
With
really
that
sad.
calf injury, so he will not be playing today. Still a squad that should be able to go out there and get 3 points. I know you've already got the pregame on in your studio. I will turn the pregame on in my studio here during the next break. So we're going to try to be as professional as we can, but just know our eyes, and I'm sure your eyes as well, will be glued to that match in hour number 2 of the program. A big one today, huge if they're able to win this. It would guarantee them advancement into the round of 32 and would put them in a really nice spot to win this group.
And they can actually clinch winning the group today.
Can they?
Yeah, if Paraguay wins or draws, and the U.S. wins, they win the group.
Because Australia can only max out at 6 points then.
And you would beat Australia, so you would have the goal differential.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if they're on the same points, is head-to-head the first tiebreaker? I thought goal differential was the first tiebreaker, so that still put that in play. They changed all the rules. We got 48 teams this go around. We got hydration breaks, so they
okay. On the thing, they just told me that's how they can clinch.
Okay.
I obviously have no audio, but the graphic they just ran was if the U.S. wins today and Paraguay wins or draws today, the U.S. clinches number 1 in the group.
Which is huge because the way it's kind of looking right now, kind of a decent path for them to be able to make that run. But they're going to need Pulisic if they are going to do it, and he's going to be out today. Hopefully he can return for that third and final group stage game. Although, if you've clinched the top spot, maybe you give him all the time that he needs. It depends on how today goes and how the rest of the group action goes. So, all right, we'll get you ready for that a little bit later on in the show, and obviously during hour number 2, we'll keep you updated on that. We start today's program with the big story, I think, right now in this market when it comes to one of our teams, because there is something brewing that the Arizona Cardinals are going to find themselves in the center of, and I am here to tell you today they need to go all in.
Time for our top story of the day. It's the Daily Special.
And I'm talking about Brendan Sorsby. His pro day coming up in a matter of weeks, July 10th, the current scheduled date for that. I think the supplemental draft will be in the days that follow. I read something yesterday that the supplemental draft has to be held before July 16th. So pro day on the 10th, you got about a 5-day window to conduct this supplemental draft, and I am ready to tell you today that I want the Cardinals to be all in on Brendan Sorsby, big if, they are impressed by him at the pro day. And I know that earlier this week, we kind of talked through our thought process, and you just used a top 70 pick on Carson Beck. It looks like it's going to take a third-round selection in the supplemental draft to land Sorsby. He got all 32 teams reportedly headed to his pro day. The talent level is off the charts. I mean, you can't stumble across a sports website right now without seeing some story that says, oh, Sorsby would have been a first-round quarterback in this class this season compared to Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza, that he would have been in that conversation to be a first-round QB. Can't go anywhere without finding one of those stories. They're everywhere right now. And so the pure talent, he's more than likely going to impress because, spoiler alert, it's easy to look good against air. A lot of guys have great pro days. So you combine the talent with what's probably going to be an impressive pro day, and it's going to be a recipe for somebody to use a third-round pick on Brendan Sorsby. And I'm here to tell you today that I am all on board if the Cardinals feel comfortable with the punishment that's going to come down from the NFL, they feel comfortable with the character, if they feel comfortable in doing their research, if they feel comfortable with Brendan Sorsby, and they feel comfortable with this whole process, a third-round pick is a bargain for the Cardinals. And let me tell you why I've now turned to this being a bargain for the Cardinals. So overthecap.com has the draft pick chart, right, of the value for all these draft picks. The 65th pick, and producer Evan, do me a favor, just to make sure we're correct on this, go find that draft value chart from overthecap.com, and more importantly, break it out. Trusted, patented lunch break calculator. The 65th pick, the first pick in the third round, where the Cardinals last year selected Carson Beck, was worth, according to the chart, 855 points. I want you to keep that number in mind, 855 points, 855. If the Cardinals use a third-round pick in the supplemental draft on Brendan Sorsby, that means in the 2027 NFL draft, they will forfeit a third-round pick. I think to make this incredibly easy math, let's go worst-case scenario for the Cardinals. They're picking at the top of the third round. So once again, they're picking with pick number 65. I don't think that's the way it's going to turn out, but let's go with the worst possible math possible, meaning that would be another 855. So producer Evan, can I get 855 times 2, please?
855 times 2 is 1710.
1710. And I'm correct that the chart says 855 for pick number 65?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I always struggle to find the right charts because they're all different.
And there's a lot of different charts. Let me
see
if I can
the
find
original chart has it at 210, but that one's very different. So just trying to.
I'm gonna have it here in 2 seconds for you. I should have had this ready.
Chart
to go.
you would like?
I got it. the over-the-cap, the Fitzgerald Spielberg NFL draft value chart. Excuse me, my apologies, 885. Can I get 885 times 2?
885.
I told you, that's why we need the calculator. I'm not good with numbers. 885 times
1770.
1770 is the value of Carson Beck's pick last year and the third-round pick that you would invest into Brendan Sorsby this year. 1770 is a little bit more valuable than the 12th overall pick in any draft, right? The 12th overall pick has a value of 1741. The 11th overall pick has a value of 1785. So it's in between 11 and 12, 11 and a half. But let's just say it's 12. So over 2 drafts, you are going to spend the value of the 12th overall pick in quarterbacks. And unlike if you just took Ty Simpson at 12, or if you take a quarterback at 12 in next year's draft, because there's no guarantee that a quarterback is there at 12, obviously. We've seen quarterbacks go early, they go often, so it's no guarantee that if you were even picking 12, you could take a QB. But Carson Beck and Brendan Sorsby, 2 dart throws. 2 separate dart throws worth the value of the 12th overall pick. You wouldn't have a problem with the Cardinals in next year's draft class investing the 12th overall pick in a quarterback, would you? I certainly wouldn't.
And I think you made the best point is theoretically, the Rams spent $1,700 on Ty Simpson.
Because they picked him 13th overall.
They picked him 13th overall. So to pick Ty Simpson this year, you would have had to spend $1,741. Theoretically, you're spending 29 extra, value points to walk away with 2 quarterbacks.
With 2 swings. And very important, and if it all doesn't work out, if both of these guys play, and I don't think they're franchise quarterbacks, I still have wherever my first-round pick ends up. Mind you, I will have wasted 2 third-round picks. I will have wasted some premium draft capital. But I'm sorry, when you are searching for a quarterback, you turn over every stone possible to find your franchise quarterback. That is how you get out of NFL purgatory. That is how you fast track your return to contention. That's how you go from having 2 of the worst seasons in franchise history that the Cardinals have had over the last couple of seasons into immediately being a feared team in the NFC. You find the quarterback, you're off to the races. So, in search of that quarterback, you throw caution to the wind a little bit. You roll the dice a little bit. And in this case, can you imagine for just a second, if the Cardinals use a third-round pick, and oh, by the way, I gave the most value to the Sorsby pick. I don't know if the Cardinals are going to pick 65. If you just go to the middle of the round, it goes further down the first round.
Yeah,
chart.
what if it's 743, right?
If it's the last pick in the third round, that's 95. That's 687. That puts us in the 1400. You're talking a mid-20s pick in the first round.
Yeah, and we're talking about minus 100 points. That puts you at 14 now.
So you can make that swing on Sorsby, have 2 different quarterbacks that you can take a look at. And you would have invested the value, the combined value of anywhere from the 12th to the 25th overall pick in the 2027 NFL draft. And I'm sorry, everybody would be on board with them investing a first-round pick in next year's class.
100%.
So you're doing it in a little bit of a different way. And if you find
People
your guy...
were on board with trading up to get Ty Simpson.
If you find your guy, if Beck or Sorsby, and producer Evan said this to me in our morning meeting today, and I thought it was just an excellent observation. These are 2 very different quarterbacks. Carson Beck is the quarterback that has the experience, that has played in the big games, that has seen it all. Maybe the ceiling isn't as high, but it's a nice low floor option. Sorsby is the guy with the high ceiling, just on talent alone. He's the guy that could be a all-pro, Pro Bowl franchise quarterback, or he could be a bust. There's just a lot of traits. It's a lot of tools. It's a lot of projection. You are taking 2 very distinct swings if you do this. And if you get it right, if one of these guys is a quarterback that you can build around, boy, now all of a sudden that frees you up in that first round next year to not be a part of the circus that it is going to be. Teams tripping over each other to try to get a quarterback in the 2027 draft class that, as we sit here right now in June, is a very well talked about draft class. It is a highly coveted quarterback draft class. I don't know if it's going to be a highly coveted draft class come next April. Right now it is. Right now it's very well talked about, but you don't know how this is going to look next April. So I was somebody who was like, do you want to invest third-round picks in back-to-back years? And sure, if one of these guys hit, you did waste another pick. But when you are searching for a quarterback, you have to invest all of the resources that you can in trying to find that quarterback. And so to do this, to then have two chances at it, and all you've invested is basically the value of the 15th overall pick, not even a top 10 asset, I think it's a risk worth taking because, yes, it's worth a top 15 selection, but you have two different chances at it. You increase your odds of one of these guys panning out.
And just if Carson Beck works out and Carson Beck ends up being the guy, it doesn't mean you're wrong on Brendan Sorsby. It doesn't mean you were wrong to do that. It means you broadened your horizons, brought in another rookie for him to compete with. Like, who knows what it could look like if you bring in another rookie quarterback? To me, you have to do this. And the answer is, I'll just let Brissett walk. Let both these guys play.
I think you get Sorsby and you figure out what your quarterback room is going to look like after that. I think you then let it play out in camp, or if Brissett wants to continue to look for a new deal, you just say, okay, we're good. We'll trade you, and
where do you want to go?
I don't know. Could you get a fourth or a fifth in next year's draft for?
If you get a fifth or a sixth, get a couple hundred points back?
Right. I then start gaining back some of the points I gave up to get Brendan Sorsby. Also, I'm probably going to trade a running back. I might be able to get some of these points back there as well. So I think it's a worthwhile risk. I think you have to go all in. I think you have to take as many swings as you can, and to do it with, while yes, I will continue to say third-round picks are premium draft capital, day one and day two picks in the draft are opportunities for you to get better. When you are searching for a quarterback, I don't think you should look at any opportunity and say, you know what? This is too risky for us. We're too good for this. Or we should wait this one out. No, you need to actually evaluate every single opportunity. And oh, by the way, if it ends up being a fourth instead of a third, I think it's a no-brainer. Putting it through the lens of
listen,
Beck.
I said yesterday that this could end up being a second. I would do it for a second.
I think this morning driving in, when I tried to look at it through the lens of, man, what is the value that you're giving up? And then I thought to myself, well, what was Beck's pick worth value-wise? And what would this pick be worth? And then you add it all up, and it looks like, okay, you're basically investing the value of the 13th or 14th overall pick in the draft
into two
different quarterbacks. I was like, man, it feels like a no-brainer. It feels like if you went to any team and said, hey, with your pick here, you can have two different swings at this. You do it.
In a heartbeat.
You do it.
In a heartbeat.
And so I think this is something that they should.
And I think it's different. But if you, I don't know, it's such a hard conversation. But this is a player who comes around in a situation that may never happen again for you to have this opportunity for a player of this kind of talent.
I say all this to say, if you put it on the film, if you go watch him at his pro day, if you talk to him, if you do your research and you decide we don't like this guy, then you don't do it.
That's a different conversation.
Different conversation. If you like the guy, if you fall in love, I'm sorry. The value of the 14th overall pick to get a quarterback is nothing. It's nothing. Think about what the Panthers gave up to go get Bryce Young. If you want to go get your guy, it's going to cost a lot more than what the Cardinals will have invested in a quarterback room of Carson Beck and Brendan Sorsby. So they should be at the center of this. We'll see. We've got a little bit of time before the pro day, but I just thought a different way to frame it. And when you just do the math, you're like, man, I would spend the 14th overall pick on a quarterback.
100%.
And now you're telling me I basically spent that to have two different quarterbacks battle it out to see if they could be my franchise quarterback. Maybe they both don't work out, but I've increased my chances that I've got something in one of these guys. So definitely, I think worth the swing. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. We've also got you on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. We're going to order the wings during the break. Hopefully get those. I don't know what would be better for the show, if the wings show up and I eat them during the second hour of the program, or if we spend the entire second hour sweating the U.S. game and whether or not the delivery of the wings happens. I don't know what's better content-wise for the program. Maybe the wings being delayed and us not knowing if they're going to get here probably would be funnier.
Getting all here in the leftovers.
Just a jam-packed leftover segment. I mean, that would be something. Because then I said I would eat all of them on the air, so I'd have to eat, 6 wings in one segment. You're just going to have to stay tuned to see how this all plays out here today. When we come back, the Diamondbacks start a series tonight against the Minnesota Twins, and there is one thing that the Diamondbacks are doing very well. And if they do it this weekend, should mean good things. That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
It's the lunch break with Chris Schubert.
While Brissett will be in attendance, it's uncertain how much on-field work he will do. So my read of that is it went from a holdout, and it will now become a hold-in. To be honest, him being there and not doing anything is almost more of a distraction. We've seen this. This is the new way players go about getting their contractual demands filled. They don't hold out and not show up, but you're starting to see more players be hold-ins.
Live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
You've heard me talk about Zero Res time and time again, and it is because I got a kind of funky home whenever it comes to summertime. In and out of the house, and sometimes whenever you're moving like me, shoes get dragged in, and I needed help with Zero Res coming to clean my home. And they have a big-time summer savings happening right now. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $99 and $4.99 per system for air duct cleaning. You don't want to let rising gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Zero Res is keeping comfort affordable with powerful cleaning at a price families can feel good about. Vacuuming is just not sufficient, and I learned the hard way to maintain the cleanliness and the lifespan of your carpet, period. Do not leave deep cleaning to yourself with DIY dirt-attracting carpet-soaking machines. Visit ZeroResPhoenix.com or call 480-507-2419 and ask for the KDUS special. Spell it backward or forward, it spells the same. Zero Res.
My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade 2026. Live at Chase Field, September 6th, 2026. With special guest, Jimmy Eat World. Get tickets now at livenation.com. For more, visit mychemicalromance.com.
AAA membership travels with you in any car, whether driver or passenger. It's 24/7 expert help with towing, battery, and branch services across the valley. Join AAA for less than $6 a month and add loved ones for half off. Call or visit your local branch today.
Try the turkey, bacon, and avocado at Port of Subs. Fresh, craveable, and loaded with flavor. Order now at portofsubs.com.
Slice fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
Jim Rome here with your Rome Report. I'm still looking on in awe as the Knicks continue to celebrate their first world championship in more than 5 decades. They actually did it. And there's so many different people who had critical roles in it. But the one guy that I keep coming back to is head coach Mike Brown. I've always been a big Mike Brown fan. And the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the guy. I can't stop thinking about why he keeps letting the dogs out. My dude, I know you're a little weird, and that's good. But this is a lot cringe. And you've done it publicly nearly a half a dozen times in the last week alone. My guy, I'm thinking of throwing a cease and desist on you for your own good. People want to see you as a legend, so stop showing yourself as a nerd obsessed with some whack song from 25 years ago. Besides, that bit truly belongs to the OG Mark Madsen. I say this out of respect, my dude. Stop being a nerd and stop being a thief and just accept your flowers. I'm Jim Rome.
When the moments in your life are too important to miss, you can trust O'Reilly Auto Parts to keep you and your plans on the road. Our professional parts people can test your vehicle's battery and even give it a charge if needed. In most cases, we can install your new battery for free. It's just one of the many services we provide at O'Reilly Auto Parts to ensure life's best moments don't find you stranded.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ready to tackle each morning with the best sports information coming at you?
I'm going to take a logical approach.
Get that weekday mornings on KDUS AM 1060 from 6 to 9 a.m. with the Dan Patrick Show. Dan Patrick, the Danettes, sports icons, sports legends, celebrities, poll questions. The Dan Patrick Show has it all.
It's a crapshoot.
Be sure to lock your dials to AM 1060 or 100.7 HD2 from 6 to 9 a.m. Mornings just got better.
This story is about us.
The wings have been ordered. The final 6 wings are on their way. The scheduled delivery is between 12:10 and 12:30.
Yeah,
we almost considered the 12:30 to 12:50 window, which would have been right up against the leftovers. We decided to give ourselves a little bit of runway. So in hour number 2 of the program, the final batch of medium, we're kicking up the spice a little bit. Medium wings will be here.
By the way, we did look at the Buffalo Wild Wings signature sauces guide.
Yes.
We need to look at that.
We almost
I thought Golden Fire would be...
Yeah, original barbecue is one. Original buffalo is one that we also considered, but I need to be able to also continue the show. So that's, that's not great if my mouth is on fire.
And we were going to try the, one for the blazing, but...
And we weren't allowed to we were allowed to just pick one sauce. I would have gotten, if we would have done we could pick 3 sauces.
I got to tell you, there is ones on here I've never seen before. It's been a while since I've been to a Buffalo Wild Wings, but did you know they have an orange chicken?
I did not know that. I would have maybe the last one done like a original buffalo
or hot.
Yeah, I would have for the last one just went for it. But you couldn't. It was 15 or nothing.
It's so funny.
Because you're also eating wings.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. You're enjoying some wings as well.
I'm going to also enjoy some wings.
For the first time in this whole process, you're going to enjoy some wings with me.
It's wing day.
It's wing day here on the program, yes.
No, there's a couple that I would have been interested in. Jam and jalapeno. Which is a jalapeno sauce with hints of tequila and lime.
I got to tell you, those are spicy. I've had those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Caribbean jerk ones also get you.
Yeah. Now, those right there in the same... Have you ever had the Asian zing wing?
Yes, I am somebody who enjoys trying hot foods.
So me too. So I am an Asian zing enthusiast over at Buffalo Wild Wings.
But it's hot.
It is hot.
It's spicy.
And it is one of the wings on that list that gets me, because I've had the mango habanero, which I really like. I do a better job, even though it's considerably higher on the list, handling the mango habanero than I do the Asian zing.
You get the sweats?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's something. I know. It happens to me, too, when it comes to the Asian thing. The Diamondbacks start a 3-game series tonight against the Minnesota Twins, and they are facing a Minnesota Twins team. Can I get the latest standings in the American League Central? I need to know exactly where the Twins sit.
Of course. I knew you were going to ask
You were very prepared for this.
For the American League Central standings, in which case I'm going to give them to you. Tied atop the American League Central.
Yep.
The Chicago White Sox, the surprise of the Major League Baseball season, along with the Cleveland Guardians. Not far behind, 36-40, sit the Minnesota Twins, 4.5 games back.
All right, give me that
Only
again.
1.5 games back of the Wild card.
All right, give me that again. Second place in...
So you have Cleveland and White Sox tied for first. And then, so technically third place is the Minnesota Twins. Just 4.5 games back of those two teams. They sit at 36-40. They're only a game and a half back of the wild card.
36-40. Very interesting that you said that. Below 500 as a team.
4 games below 500, correct.
Credit. We talk about this Twitter account all the time. D-back stats and info. The Diamondbacks this season are 27-13 against teams below 500. I'm going to say it to you again. 27-13. They're 38-36 on the season. 27 of their 38 wins come when they play teams that are below 500, which is exactly what the Minnesota Twins are coming into this series. That is the second best record in all of baseball. The Diamondbacks against teams at or below 500, 11-23. A very boom or bust team right now. If you're bad, the Diamondbacks beat you. If you're good, Diamondbacks struggle against you.
And this is a big week for the D-backs offense. There's only 2 teams in all of baseball. Nobody in the American League that's given up more runs than the Minnesota Twins. Those 2 teams, the Washington Nationals, who you couldn't really score against, and the Colorado Rockies, who you took full advantage of.
So the Diamondbacks are really good at taking advantage of the soft spots on their schedule. They're really good at beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. I'm not necessarily all that worried about that 11-23 record against teams at or below 500, because growing up, I always heard this is the rule of thumb. Be really good against the bad teams and go 500 against the good teams, right? If you excel, if you beat all the teams that you're supposed to, and you just play 500 baseball against the really good teams, that's going to make you a playoff team. So the Diamondbacks have work to do to get back to being closer to 500, but they don't need to all of a sudden be, above 500 against the teams that are above 500. They don't need to all of a sudden turn it around and just beat everybody. They have to continue to beat teams like they beat this week against the Angels, this weekend against the Twins, and then when you play the Cardinals next week, can you split that series? Can you play 500 baseball against the Cardinals? If you do that, if you play 500 baseball the rest of the way against the teams that are 500 or better, and you take 2 out of 3 every time you face a team like the Twins or the Angels or the Nationals or the Marlins, when you face those teams, you take 2 out of 3, the Diamondbacks, mark my words, they will be a playoff team by the time this is all said and done. That's it. That's the recipe. 500 against the good teams, be 600 or better against these teams that are above 500. Win 2 out of every 3. That's it. Simple as that. If you do that, you'll be a playoff team. And I don't want to hear about, but their resume, they don't play good teams. Get into the playoffs. Then let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, you just got to get in, right? Like 84 wins. That's what I keep telling myself. 84 wins, you went to the World Series. So if you just got to get in, get to dance, because you played the Dodgers at that time, you swept them, right? You played a Phillies team that's coming off a National League championship, a World Series appearance, and you beat them in 7 games. You just needed to get in.
Just need to
get in, get hot, and with the way you play, you can cause havoc because of how well you play on the base paths, the guys you have at the top of the lineup. And if you could just get a few good starts out of some of your guys, it changes the complexion of a playoff series. And for the Diamondbacks, it's just about getting in. Be the hot team at the end of the season. Take advantage of this.
480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. We do have a great Trivia Friday coming up to close up hour number 1 of the program. I will try to stump producer Evan all on this index card today. The trivia is all on this pink index card.
By the way, in trivia, I've been keeping tabs. You're up 2-0.
I'm up 2-0, but
yeah,
I lost the first
You
one.
stumped me.
Right, I stumped you.
And then you won.
But the ASU one I got wrong.
Yeah. Oh, so 2-1. You're
2-1. It's 2-1. This is the
so
fourth
I have
week.
a stump.
You have a stump?
But I don't have a win.
You don't have a win yet.
You
I
have
a
a stump and a win.
I have a stump and a win. Yeah. So you're going to try to go for a win today.
Correct.
I think you can do it.
Okay.
I think what gets you in trouble is you overthink it a little bit, and you don't just
stick to the basics.
Stick to the plan. You talk about a plan and then you veer away from the plan. If you stick to the plan,
and I did that last week.
Right. I think you can win this
or 2 weeks ago.
I think you can win this week. So we have that coming up to close up hour number 1 here of the program. When we come back, the NBA draft moves closer and closer. Are the Suns going to end up with a first-round pick? That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
It's the lunch break with Chris Schubert.
While Brissett will be in attendance, it's uncertain how much on-field work he will do. So my read of that is it went from a holdout and it will now become a hold-in. To be honest, him being there and not doing anything is almost more of a distraction. We've seen this. This is the new way players go about getting their contractual demands filled. They don't hold out and not show up, but you're starting to see more players be hold-ins.
Live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
This is Michael with Restore My Civil Rights. For many listeners, a criminal record can feel permanent. Thankfully, Arizona law allows convictions to be set aside and civil rights, including Second Amendment rights, to be restored. For the hundreds of listeners we have assisted to date, the results have been life-changing. If you're ready to find out what's possible for yourself or a loved one, we can help. To book a free consultation today, call 855-GUN-RIGHTS or visit RestoreMyCivilRights.com. That's RestoreMyCivilRights.com.
John Mellencamp. Dancing Words Tour, the greatest hits. August 9th. Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale now at LiveNation.com. John Mellencamp. Part of the America First Credit Union Concert Series.
This summer at Disneyland, kids rule. Let's go! First, we're going on all the best rides. Like Radiator Springs Racers. Oh, it's Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We want to get soaked. Yeah! We want to do everything. Play Keepy Uppy with Bluey and Bingo. Dance with Mickey and Minnie. Oh, and Darth Vader will be there this summer.
Impressive.
I want to get the biggest scoop of ice cream. We're definitely staying up late for fireworks. Stay up late! Stay up late!
And this summer, kids can visit with a special $50 ticket offer. For a limited time, children ages 3 to 9 can visit both Disneyland Resort theme parks from May 22nd to September 7th for $50 per child with a one-day park hopper ticket. Visit Disneyland.com for details. It's Kids Rule Summer.
At the happiest place on earth.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
Living in the desert, SRP customers have some great questions, like, can I lower my electric bill? The answer is absolutely. A great place to start is making sure you're on a price plan that works best for you. We also have programs to help you use less energy and save money. Plus, as a not-for-profit, SRP already keeps rates as low as possible. SRP, delivering water, power, and answers since 1903. Find ways to save at srp.net.
Ready to tackle each morning with the best sports information coming at you?
I'm going to take a logical approach.
Get that weekday mornings on KDUS AM 1060 from 6 to 9 a.m. with the Dan Patrick Show. Dan Patrick, the Danettes, sports icons, sports legends, celebrities, poll questions. The Dan Patrick Show has it all.
It's a crapshoot.
Be sure to lock your dials to AM 1060 or 100.7 HD2 from 6 to 9 a.m. Mornings just got better.
This story is about us.
You're live.
Back here on the...
I did it again. And are you ready for why I know I did it?
Back here on the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. Yeah, go ahead.
I was so excited that in the break we got a message that says our wings order is confirmed.
Let's go.
And I wanted to give everybody a wing update as soon as we came back, so I turned on my mic preemptively.
That is a
told you you're live over the air, so everybody's live.
That is the second time this week you did that?
Yeah. It's been tough. It's the new stream, I'm telling you.
This is the second week of the new stream. Although you're going to be okay because when I'm gone, well, no, you're still going to use the same streaming setup. But you're not going to have to switch.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do.
No, it's easy. I'll create you a one box.
Okay.
I'll just create a separate one box screen for when you're just filling it.
Okay.
Super easy.
Perfect.
Super simple for you.
You know, every time you're gone, like I immediately go to press the button just to talk to you, like as we come back, and I'm like, nope, it's just me.
It's me. I
am live.
I'm live. It's just me. I get to decide. Yeah, and I've done it too, where I've sat in that chair and I've just hosted the show because you've been out or something. And there's this weird thing that happens at the end of the segment. Like for me, when I sign off of a segment and I say the words that you know meaning I'm going to break, you just fire off the commercial. There have been times where, like, right at the end, I'm like, oh, I've got to push the buttons for the commercial. And then I got to find the mouse and then, fire it off. So it's, listen, we have fun here on the show. We got to work through some kinks every once in a while.
Wouldn't be us without a small mistake.
Listen, we present this show as raw as it gets, okay?
For the people.
We try to make it a polished product. I think we're doing a great job with the way that the show looks and the show feels. We have some fun stuff, but we ask you to take the show as it is. We're going to mess up. We're going to make mistakes.
Listen, we try to be polished, but I think that would make us less fun.
Yeah, the intent is to always present the most polished product out there. But when it goes off the rails, we just kind of let it happen. Hopefully it stays on the rails for the Phoenix Suns when it comes to the NBA draft, and they are able to get back into the first round, which appears to be their goal right now. I think it was Jake Fisher earlier this week, who writes for the Steinline Substack, reporting that the Suns are making calls and trying to find a way back into the first round. And there just feels like there is a ton of buzz around the idea of the Suns wanting to not pick at 47, that they would like to move up, whether that's further up in the second round, just like they did last year to get Rasheer Fleming, or if it's a bigger move to try to move all the way up into the first round. It does feel like they are working to be aggressive when it comes to the NBA draft. The thing that is giving me pause in all of these reports about, the Suns would really like to get into the first round, the Suns want to have a first round pick, is that's kind of where these reports stop. They never really identify teams that the Suns could be talking to. They stop short of identifying how the Suns are going to get back into the first round, which feels like a very important part to all of this, right? They just have pick 47. There isn't a lot of noise about Grayson Allen. There isn't a lot of noise about Royce O'Neal. So we stop short of figuring out the most important part to all of this, which is how they're going to get the first round pick. I want $1 million. Producer Evan, you can leak that to the media. I want $1 million. But I have to, how am I going to get the $1 million? That's the important thing. That's the important step in the plan. So yes, the Suns may want a first round pick. The Suns may be looking to get a first round pick. How are they going to do it? And that is the question that nobody has really been able to answer. And that's what makes me think it's going to be more difficult for them to do this. Moving up in the second round, sure, you can move some future assets. You have a second round pick to deal. You can probably move up a couple of spots in the second round. That has always seemed realistic to me because of the assets that the Suns have. But this first round pick has kind of always felt like the exception because I just don't see how they're going to do it unless some late rumors start to develop. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. It is a Trivia Friday. I try to stump producer Evan.
You going to give me what it is?
We've been talking a lot about the MLB All-Star game this week. All-Star related trivia. MLB All-Star related trivia when we come back. The lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
It's the lunch break with Chris Schubert.
While Brissett will be in attendance, it's uncertain how much on-field work he will do. So my read of that is it went from a holdout and it will now become a hold-in. To be honest, him being there and not doing anything is almost more of a distraction. We've seen this. This is the new way players go about getting their contractual demands filled. They don't hold out and not show up, but you're starting to see more players be hold-ins.
Live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Somber presents You Are the Reason Tour. Fresh from selling out shows all around the world. See Somber live in Glendale. Desert Diamond Arena, October 14th, with special guests Tom Odell and The Help. Get tickets now at sombermusic.com.
When I scraped my car in that parking garage, I was worried that it could be a long process to take care of it. Like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
I have definitely already been here. Now, was it left, right, or right, left? Well, maybe I'll cut a path out and find my way back later.
But it wasn't like that. I filed a claim in under 2 minutes on the Geico app, and they handled it from there. It was taken care of almost as quickly as it happened.
It feels good to get help quick. It feels good to Geico.
At Banner Health, we don't wait for the future. We build it. We're finding new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. It's no small work. But to us, it's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a diamond sourcing expert, I'll tell you just how differently we source our diamonds so your engagement ring can be the most beautiful. We work directly with our diamond partners who reserve the best stones just for us. We handpick and inspect each diamond, then negotiate the best price. At Shane Company, we believe this is the only way to properly buy a diamond, because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Ready to tackle each morning with the best sports information coming at you?
I'm going to take a logical approach.
Get that weekday mornings on KDUS AM 1060 from 6 to 9 a.m. with the Dan Patrick Show. Dan Patrick, the Danettes, sports icons, sports legends, celebrities, poll questions. The Dan Patrick Show has it all.
It's a crapshoot.
Be sure to lock your dials to AM 1060 or 100.7 HD2 from 6 to 9 a.m. Mornings just got better.
This story is about us.
All right, back here on the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. It is a Trivia Friday. It is my turn to try to stump producer Evan.
Grab a piece of paper here.
All-star themed trivia. I've given you a lot of baseball ones.
Only baseball ones.
It's kind of been on accident.
Well, I guess this impromptu started with the receivers question, huh?
Yeah, it started with the 1,000-yard receivers.
1,000-yard receivers,
a couple
but
of weeks
now
ago that we turned into this.
Okay.
I have in front of me 12 names. These are the active leaders in Major League Baseball in all-star appearances.
Okay.
So, I think right up your wheelhouse. All names that you know. I have the list in front of me. I think you can do this. Now, I will tell you, there are 5 names tied for the 8th spot on this list. So if you get all of the top names and then you get a couple of the ones tied for 8 and you get 10, I will give you the win.
Okay.
You don't need to get all of them.
Okay.
But you need to get, you have to get 1, 2, 3. You have to get those guys.
Okay. Let me just, I'm kind of in my head running through teams.
You're making a quick big board.
Yeah, I'm making a quick big board here. And I'm just going to go.
All-Star game's right around the corner. We had the voting update earlier this week. We talked about who might make the All-Star team for the Diamondbacks. They changed the Home Run Derby this week. So we've been talking a lot of All-Star game here on the show. Thought this was very timely.
Okay. All right. I think I have a decent guess here. Of at least a starting point. Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, number 1 on the list with 11.
Okay. Justin Verlander.
Justin Verlander, tied for 2 at 9.
With Max? Mad Max? Scherzer?
On the list, not tied, though. He's one of those guys tied for 8th.
Okay.
So, as you'll know, there's a lot of ties here on this list.
Giancarlo Stanton.
He goes Giancarlo Stanton.
Really?
And he gets, according to the list I got.
Okay, yeah. Harper?
Bryce Harper, part of that group tied for number 8. Yeah.
Manny Machado probably in that group as well?
Manny Machado.
Really?
7 All-Star game appearances.
Okay, Freddie Freeman.
Okay, now be careful. You only have one more wrong answer
Yeah,
left here.
I got it.
Tied for number 2, Freddie
Freeman. Okay. So I have 5 names.
You have 5 names, yes.
7. So 7, Machado is out with 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me kind of a feel. Do I think Mookie Betts has made 7? the 18 MVP. He makes it in 18, 19. Has he been an MVP or has he been a All-Star pretty much every year before or after? That's a really good question. I just don't think so. Judge hits the rookie number in 18. Give me Aaron Judge.
You'd like Aaron Judge as an answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
7 for Judge.
I think I'm missing more pitchers.
3 pitchers, yeah. You're out, by the way.
I'm out.
You got stumped. Chris Sale.
Yeah.
Salvador Perez.
Let's see.
Jose Altuve.
Oh.
Craig Kimbrell.
I don't know if I would have ever gotten to Kimbrell.
Nolan Arenado.
I didn't think Arenado made enough.
Mookie Betts. And Aroldis Chapman.
Betts is 8.
Betts is one of those guys tied for 8.
How many does Judge have? 7?
7. There were 4 players with 7. Paul Goldschmidt, Aaron Judge, Manny Machado, Jose Ramirez. And there were 2 with 6, Garrett Cole and Josh Hader. So there was these were all clumped together, but
I go too fast.
You slow down, man. I mean, you burn through. We've got 6 minutes left in the trivia segment, and you just burn through the entire topic I had.
Sorry.
Because you're just like, I mean, you're just trying to fire off answers.
I am.
And I think if you slowed down, you would have gotten Sale.
Yeah, I should have gone team by team. Problem is, what I have to do is I have to go position players.
Let's work through what your new process needs to be.
All right, give me a different one, just so I can try a new process. Give me an impromptu one.
I mean, you know how long it takes me to research.
Give me
these
like
things?
top 10 homers or something.
All right. I will tell you, there was one that I was considering.
Okay.
I gotta look it up though, and I'm on my tablet, so I have to type with my. I'm not using a keyboard. All right. I can't spell the word franchise. That's gonna be a problem.
Oh, we got a franchise here.
Okay. So the other one that I was gonna do, because we were talking a lot about Corbin Carroll and Grand Slams.
Yes.
I was gonna see if you could do the top 10 home run leaders in Diamondbacks history.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, hold on, I gotta pull up the list here. All right, I got the list.
Top 10, I think is gonna be tough.
I think you can name every single name on this list.
Okay.
So again, new process. We're gonna take our time.
Man.
Just go with some easy ones.
All right, give me Luis Gonzalez.
Number 1 with 224. So don't overcomplicate it.
224. I thought the next guy on the list would have hit more, but Goldie.
Paul Goldschmidt. Number 2 at 209 as a Diamondback, obviously.
209 as a Diamondback. And he's number 2.
He's number 2. Yep.
Just makes me think Ketel's on there.
Is that an official guess?
It's an official guess.
Number 3, Ketel Marte at 179.
Yeah. Okay. So now it gets a little tough.
Okay.
I'm thinking of that like 2007 era, and the name I keep coming back to is Justin Upton.
Official guess?
Official guess.
Number 9, Justin Upton, 108 home runs.
Okay. So now I'm a little all over the place. Names I'm considering. A guy like Steve Finley. I just don't know if he played here long enough. Matt Williams, again, don't know if he was here long enough. I feel like he was. Give me Matt Williams.
Number 10, Matt Williams, 99 home runs.
Okay. All right. Sweet. I can't get off Finley, so we'll keep that for now.
Hey, I thought you were guessing him. You just put him to the side. Okay.
Just putting him to the side.
You got 2 minutes, just so you know.
Okay. All right. Then Finley.
Steve Finley.
Nice.
Number 4 on the list, 153 home runs.
Wow. I didn't think he would be that high. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of them.
You need 4. You need 5, 6, 7, and 8.
I need 5, 6, 7, and 8. Matt Williams hit 99, so anybody with 100 career homers is in.
As a Diamondback, yes.
As a Diamondback? Yeah, wow. Okay, so Carroll hasn't hit 100 career yet, has he?
You're asking me questions that you know I can't answer because I have the list in front of me.
Corbin?
You're guessing Corbin Carroll?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think so.
That is one of your 3.
I didn't guess. I didn't think so. But I had to, shout out Corbin Carroll. That means I don't think anybody on the active roster is done. So, we got to turn back the clock here a little.
Okay.
And I don't think Mark Reynolds hit 100 as a... But that's like, he had that 40 season. Give me Mark Reynolds. Yes.
121. He's number 7 on the list.
Yes. Okay.
Missing 5, 6, and 8.
Okay.
And you've got about a minute.
Okay, 5, 6, and 8. I got a minute to do so.
I think 2 of these names you can get. I think 1 you could get, but it's challenging.
Wow, that doesn't really help me.
Oh, okay.
2 of these names I could get. 1 of these names I could get.
Because 2 of these guys, I believe, have played for the team. 1 of them I know for sure did, since you've been here for college.
Oh, David Peralta.
Okay, that's not the one I thought you were going to get. But okay, David Peralta is number 8 on the list with 110 home runs.
Okay. 1 of them has played on the team since I've been here?
Yes, absolutely. Peralta was the other one that I thought maybe you would.
Okay, third baseman that they ran through. I mean, Jake Lamb had an incredible season. I don't think he's on the list. But shout out Jake Lamb's year.
You know what that music means?
It means give me the other 2 names.
You want to give me 2 guesses? You got 2 strikes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Adam Lind. That was a long shot. All right, give him to me.
Christian Walker.
Oh my God.
146 homers.
Yeah.
And then Chris Young with 132.
Chris Young, I don't know if I would have ever gotten to. I didn't think he hit enough.
That's the one I thought you were going to
honestly,
struggle with.
I'll be honest. He went through my mind. I was like, he didn't hit 100.
Hour number 2 of the program. And Wings coming up next.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix.
You've heard me talk about Zero Res time and time again, and it is because I got a kind of funky home whenever it comes to summertime. In and out of the house, and sometimes whenever you're moving like me, shoes get dragged in, and I needed help with Zero Res coming to clean my home. And they have a big-time summer savings happening right now. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $99 and $4.99 per system for air duct cleaning. You don't want to let rising gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Zero Res is keeping comfort affordable with powerful cleaning at a price families can feel good about. Vacuuming is just not sufficient, and I learned the hard way to maintain the cleanliness and the lifespan of your carpet, period. Do not, let me repeat, do not leave deep cleaning to yourself with DIY dirt-attracting carpet-soaking machines. Visit ZeroResPhoenix.com or call 480-507-2419 and ask for the KDUS special. Spell it backward or forward, it spells the same. Zero Res.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. September 15th, Mortgage Matchup Center. The lights go down one final time. Tickets are on sale now at JourneyMusic.com. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
With a Global credit card, you earn reward points for every purchase. Use your rewards at checkout at many of your favorite stores, or use points instead of cash when you shop online. You can even use them to book a flight up to 3 days in advance. New York, Vegas, Albuquerque. From groceries to getaways, redeem your way. Apply for your Global credit card now at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
In Arizona, we expect big things. The Grand Canyon, wide open skies. And now there's Jumbo Buck Scratchers from the Arizona Lottery. They're bigger than big. They're jumbo. They've got jumbo prizes up to $1 million, jumbo bonus multipliers, and a jumbo promotion with $2 million in Players Club prizes with a grand prize of $1 million. So go for big, go for jumbo, and play Jumbo Buck Scratchers today. Arizona Lottery. Love the play.
For nearly 25 years, Primavera has helped thousands of Arizona students succeed with an accredited world-class education, tuition-free and from home. Don't wait. Enroll today at chooseprimavera.com. That's chooseprimavera.com.
The KDUS AM 1060 app is brought to you by Law Bear Auto Accident Attorneys. Hurry to lawbear.com.
That's lawbear.com. The bear has your back.
Hour number 2 of the lunch break. 1 hour closer to the weekend here on a Friday. It is Chris Schubert. Producer Evan is over there on the other side of the glass. The U.S. underway in their World Cup match. We'll keep you updated on that. The Wings are on their way.
They are. I just got an alert. The Wings are on our way.
So producer Evan may need to step out during buy or sell. We'll tackle that when it comes. But in the meantime, we close out the week. A sports take. Buy or sell it. Those are my options.
The hottest takes from across the valley.
That's right. You don't get
and
them
they
anywhere
start
else than
now
here.
with a very distracted lunch break group.
We are going to try our best to keep this on the rails here.
I would be willing to go up to a second-round pick for Brendan Sorsby.
I don't know about a second. Now we start getting into the place where it's probably a top 10 pick overall. It may be, really investing a lot of resources. And I know I said in the open, you do whatever you got to do if you think he's the guy. Now, I'll tell you this. If you think he's the guy, then you do it. I don't know what this process is gonna reveal, right? I don't know what his pro day is gonna look like. I don't know if the NFL is gonna offer any guidance on all of this. So I think where I stop short of a second is, am I gonna invest a second round pick in next year's class for a guy that is not gonna be able to play for me at all? Then it's a waste of a pick, right? If he's able to play and be on the field and I'm able to see what I have in him for a decent enough sample, I'm saying like 8 games, then I think you can do it. But if there's an idea where he may be suspended for a year, he may be suspended for 10 games, whatever the NFL deems the punishment, if they're going to levy one, a second round pick to get a guy for maybe 2 games, 3 games, maybe nothing at all, I can't do that.
Not at all.
So I need to know a little bit more. If the NFL tells me we're not going to suspend him at all, then you may see a team go with the second round pick.
Yeah, no, you might. The U.S. men's national team will win the group today.
Oh, okay, hold on.
They have to win today and get a tie.
Right, they need help. I think they're going to win this match. And I think they're going to be on 6 points. But will they get a tie?
So once you're number 1 in the group, though, like it just doesn't, you can't advance yourself by scoring more points.
What do you mean by this?
So like if I had 9 points compared to somebody who won a group with 7, I'm still slotted in.
Yes, as a group winner.
As a group winner.
It does not matter. The number of points you have only matters when we're talking about, are you the team that finishes first? Are you the team that finishes second? It's going to determine of the teams that finish third who gets in the number of points that you have. But no, if you finish first on 3 points because you have 3 draws and you scored a lot of goals, it doesn't matter. There's no difference between getting in on 4 points and 8 points if you win your group. It doesn't matter.
The D-backs will take 2 of 3 this weekend from the Twins.
Diamondbacks will take 2 of 3 this weekend from the Twins. Yes. Yeah. They've been really good about beating teams that are below 500. We told you the stat earlier, 27-13 this season against teams that are below 500. They do a remarkable job. They're the second best team in baseball when it comes to, hey, we're better than you. We're a lot better than you. You aren't a good baseball team. They beat those teams.
Do you like their chance to sweep at all?
What are the pitching matchups for Minnesota?
I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
Does Joe Ryan pitch in this series?
No, he pitched yesterday.
Okay, that's certainly going to help a little bit.
At least I think he did. It may have been Wednesday. Tonight, it will be Mike Soroka will take the hill for the Diamondbacks, and he will pitch against Connor Prelip.
Okay.
And then on Saturday for the Diamondbacks, it will be Zach Gallen versus Taj Bradley. And then on Sunday, in the finale of the series, it will be Ryan Nelson. And Minnesota has not named somebody, but it looks like it's going to be an opener for them.
Sweep. Yeah, the pitching matchups are pretty favorable for the
Pretty
Diamondbacks.
favorable. They need that Zach Gallen start to go well. The one that I would say could lean the Twins' way is that Taj Bradley Gallen start.
Just because Gallen can kind of...
Gallen has been so inconsistent, and Taj Bradley is not bad.
Yeah, but I think a sweep's definitely possible.
Wow, that was the most consecutive headers I've ever seen.
This game is a little...
it's a little out of sorts.
We're a little all over the place right now, yeah, for sure. The game's got to settle a little bit.
Yeah, listen, everybody's getting settled in. We're only 7 minutes in.
I'm already sweating. And the wings aren't even here yet.
Yeah, you haven't even had a mild wing yet.
Did you get the phone call yet?
I have not yet. I have not.
Message?
Looks like he's still in the car.
Okay.
A 12:08 to 12:10 is currently 12:08.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's about to be 12:09.
So I don't know. We'll hear from our guy, I'm sure, soon. The Cardinals will trade Jacoby Brissett if they bring in Brendan Sorsby.
I'm gonna sell this.
Would you like to put it on layaway?
No, maybe. I just don't know if they're gonna find a trade partner.
That's fair.
Do I think if they get Sorsby that Brissett is on the roster? No. They may just decide, you know what, we're just gonna release you. But they may just do that to Minshew. Although they just signed Minshew. It is a little awkward, I will say. If they get Sorsby, the quarterback room is a little awkward.
You're going to have 4 people in that quarterback room? Like, I'm sorry, you're not keeping 4.
No, you're not.
Who are you going to put on the practice squad? You're going to put Sorsby on the practice
and
squad?
And the 2 that you're definitely keeping are Sorsby and Beck.
So, you're going to put Brissett on the practice squad?
Well, no, absolutely not. So,
and if you put Minshew, somebody will take him.
Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating if they are the team that ends up with Sorsby. I mean, by the way, the NFL could rule that he's not eligible for the supplemental draft. Right? I mean, I do think that is a possibility here.
Yeah, have they...
I don't think they have said anything. Which feels like...
I don't know. I feel like they don't know what to do. I think they're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I would agree.
And they don't know what to do here. And they're still ruling. He may be banned from life for the NFL.
I think if that was the case, we would have heard already. No? Just get out in front of this before the media circus just, takes on a life of its own and just say, no, he's not eligible.
He's not eligible to play.
He is not an eligible player for the NFL. I mean, that feels like something that they would just do right away.
But
right?
I don't know. The NFL would let it run a little, gain some conversation about them.
He's gonna have a pro day, for goodness sake.
Yeah, and they're going to televise it, and then they'll be like, not eligible to play in our sport. It'll get millions of views. If they put his pro day on national TV, would it get more or less views than an NBA regular season game?
Less views. A pro day in the middle of July.
It'd be close.
I mean, I would turn it on in here while we're...
It would be very close. Think about the Combine, how much viewership that gets.
People love the Combine.
People love the Combine. And the Combine is maybe less important.
Yeah, I would agree that the pro day is going to generate eyeballs. I don't know if I'm going to say it's better than an NBA regular season game. That's a little harsh from you. Buy or sell. The U.S. is going to win today.
Buy or sell. The U.S. is up 1-0.
A 11th minute goal has them up 1-0. Off to an excellent start in this game because this game has been sloppy. It's been out of sorts. So to get the first goal in this one now allows them to play this on their terms. So a great way to start
Great way to start. By the way, I love those U.S. jerseys.
Oh, the jersey matchup is good. The
and
Australia
the Australia jerseys
are
are great. The great color here. Love it. Love it. Great matchup here. I have always thought the Seattle Stadium is nice. Very nice. I mean, I feel like we've talked extensively about Seattle in the last
By the
few
way,
weeks.
was this a second own goal?
I think it's an own goal.
So for the second straight game, the U.S. has opened their scoring with an own goal, it looks like. Yes, that's exactly what
It's
happened.
crazy that it doesn't. Have they ever thought about changing it to hockey?
To give it to the last person?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because, like, if I took a shot and it hit, like, his rib cage and bounced in, is that still an own goal?
Yes, it would still be an own goal, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be ruled.
Wow. Interesting. I think that's kind of crazy.
It's 12-12.
You feel bad for those. Yes, I just got a message that he's here.
Do you have to go?
I do have
Please,
to go.
I can filibuster for a couple of minutes while you go get the wings. Could you imagine if after all this that we just get the wrong order? That would be rough, because I have to eat the wings regardless of what they are. No matter what the flavor is, I have to eat them. So don't worry, Buy or Sell will continue once producer Evan returns with the wings, but it's kind of nice. I'm here by myself, hanging out in the studio. But the 6 wings, technically 15, because producer Evan is going to have some as well, so we ordered 15. They are in the building. They are being acquired by producer Evan. And I think in the next segment, we will consume them or start to consume them. The final 6 to pay off this full wing punishment. Very glad that the wings got here on time. I was getting a little nervous when we ordered them that they weren't going to get here in a rapid enough fashion for us to enjoy them. But producer Evan is securing the wings right now, meeting the wing guy at the front door, our delivery driver with the wings, and I will consume them. And then I can never look at a chicken wing again for a little bit. I had to eat 17 last night to finish off the setup for the final 6 here today. Oh, the wings have arrived. Oh, he's showing them off to the camera. Can I get it? What's a temp check? Did the box still feel warm?
Box is still warm.
Okay.
Box is still a little warm. The DoorDash picture was funny. It's clearly of Kristen.
Oh, getting him at the door? That's great. That's fantastic.
So, yeah, got him here.
Yes.
We're ready to go. 15 wings. Medium.
Could you imagine if you
need to have 6.
Could you imagine if you opened the box and they were boneless?
I would just accept.
Right. I mean, there's nothing we could do. I mean, that's just how it would end.
It would be really disappointing, but we would just accept it.
Yeah, we would just accept it as our. All right. Do you have any more Buy or Sells here?
No, that's it.
All right. There you go. So, all right, we'll go to break a little early here, and I will get the wings prepared. 6 of them, medium, and then it's over. It's done. Don't have to look at a chicken wing ever again if I don't want to. And then I will hopefully never have to do this again because I'll win the pick segment next year. That's what we're learning from all of this. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also join us over on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. When we come back, will the Cardinals have 2,000-yard pass catchers? That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
It's the lunch break with Chris Schubert.
While Brissett will be in attendance, it's uncertain how much on-field work he will do. So my read of that is it went from a holdout and it will now become a hold-in. To be honest, him being there and not doing anything is almost more of a distraction. We've seen this. This is the new way players go about getting their contractual demands filled. They don't hold out and not show up, but you're starting to see more players be hold-ins.
Live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
For over 50 years, they redefined rock. The spirit lives on.
Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson celebrate 50 years of Rush. 50-something tour, December 1st and 3rd, 2026, Desert Diamond Arena. Tickets are on sale now at rush.com. Legends don't stop. They evolve. Rush.
Hey, it's Phil Shaver with HomeSmart, and I want to buy your house. I'm a local investor that buys homes for cash all over Maricopa and Pinell County. I buy inherited homes, nice homes, rental homes, homes that are behind on mortgage payments, and I even buy ugly homes that need fixing. Also, are you looking to get closer to market value for your house? As a licensed realtor, I've been able to buy and sell thousands of homes. Since I'm local, you can call me directly on my cell phone, 480-409-9999. Again, that's 480-409-9999. I don't work for a big corporation or hedge fund, so I can only buy 3 to 5 homes per month. There are no fees involved, and you can pick your own close date. The best part is I buy homes as is, so you don't have to worry about doing any repairs. Again, you can call me directly at 480-409-9999, or you can go to my website, gosoldaz.com. That's gosoldaz.com.
I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. Every U.S. Open player arrives knowing they're about to face two opponents, themselves and the golf course. Talent is always important, but experience becomes even more valuable when conditions are brutal. Mistakes can snowball. Just look at Thursday's leaderboard. Wyndham Clark sits atop the field with a 4-shot lead. He's already proven he can survive as a U.S. Open champ. Chasing him, guys who have been on the big stage before. Matt Fitzpatrick, a recent U.S. Open winner. Dustin Johnson, Gary Woodland, John Rahm, Rory McIlroy all own major championship pedigrees. That doesn't mean you need a major title on your resume to win at Shinnecock. Every champion has to win their first one somewhere. But when the course is this unforgiving and every swing feels consequential, experience matters. The names atop the leaderboard are not there by accident. At a U.S. Open, proven champions often rise because they understand exactly what the challenge is. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. It's one of the great inventions of all time. It's up there with fire and the wheel. It's Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes is ready to get you ready. Ready for your day. Dude Wipes is done looking the other way. Dude Wipes officially issuing brown cards to every toilet paper violation out there. Extra large wet flushable wipes built for dudes who want to walk out of the bathroom confidently. Now, this is where it gets good. Go to dudewipes.com/brown card, and you can send a brown card and a free sample pack of Dude Wipes directly to a toilet paper user in your life. You know exactly who we're talking about. The dry guy who stockpiles toilet paper like it's 2020. Your buddy who has never once questioned the system. Rage against the machine. Send them the card. Send them the upgrade. Every squad has to have one. Do it for the team. Dudewipes.com/brown card. No more butt penalties.
Ready to tackle each morning with the best sports information coming at you?
I'm going to take a logical approach.
Get that weekday mornings on KDUS AM 1060 from 6 to 9 a.m. with the Dan Patrick Show. Dan Patrick, the Danettes, sports icons, sports legends, celebrities, poll questions. The Dan Patrick Show has it all.
It's a crapshoot.
Be sure to lock your dials to AM 1060 or 100.7 HD2 from 6 to 9 a.m. Mornings just got better.
This story is about us.
There they are. The final 6 wings that I will consume. These are big wings.
I gotta tell you, they're pretty good.
You had some?
I did have some.
I'll take my first bite here.
I had some. They're pretty good.
Oh, these are good.
Like, they're perfect. Like, they're not hot. But the buffalo style is nice. They got a good crisp to them. It's been a while since I've had Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm impressed.
Yeah, these are easily the best wings we've had so far during the whole challenge. I mean, these are really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this has gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be happy when these 6 wings are done. And I never have to eat a chicken wing again.
You're not going to have 7.
You know the funny part? Is I might. Because I'm kind of hungry, and these are actually good. So, I may have a couple more.
I would love if you had like 10 after being done at 6.
Dude, I crushed 17 last night sitting there. My wife looked at me and she was like, when is this over? She could just see it on my face. I was just like, the plate was just like tipping over. I was like, tomorrow, it's over.
It's done. It's done tomorrow. Wow, I love what the U.S. has been able to do here.
It's way less stressful watching the game when they're already up 1-0. It's kind of nice.
It has been nice.
Story on CardsWire, looking at the DraftKings sportsbooks over/under for receiving yards for the Cardinals. And it got me wondering if the Cardinals will be able to have 2,000-yard pass catchers this season. Trey McBride, his projected over/under, 999.5 yards. Marvin Harrison Jr., second on the list, 824.5 yards. Michael Wilson, third on the list, 749.5 yards. So none of them have their over-unders at or above 1,000. Trey McBride is basically there, so they assume he's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver. And then for Marv and for Michael Wilson, they would have to sail past their overs to get to 1,000 yards. So will this team be able to put together an offense? And this feels like it's the big question, right? This feels like the question, like we said about Jordan Ott and the Suns. What do you want to see from this team? What would make it a successful season? For me, everything is going to be put through the lens of, does their offense look modern? Does their offense look competent? Does their offense take skillful players? Because let's say Jacoby Brissett is the starting quarterback. I know we've been getting on Jacoby for being 1-11 as the starter last year and the results not being there. But statistically, he was a decent quarterback. He got the ball to his receivers. And so if Jacoby Brissett is the starting quarterback for this team at the beginning of the year next year, Michael LaFleur's offense, his scheme with Jeremiah Love, the investments that they've made into the offensive line, I want to see an offense that takes skillful players like Marvin Harrison Jr., like Michael Wilson, like Jeremiah Love, like Trey McBride, and makes them the absolute best version of themselves. I'm sorry. I am not going to accept an offense next season that is bottom third in the league passing. I am not going to accept an offense next season where Trey McBride has a down year. Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't pop. Michael Wilson regresses. Jeremiah Love doesn't have the immediate impact as a rookie. You brought Michael LaFleur in here for one specific reason. You wanted to get with the times. Everybody goes out and gets a smart, innovative offensive mind to transform their team, right? Everybody's doing this right now. And so you followed suit. You got an offensive coordinator from one of the best offenses, from one of the best coaches in all of football. I'm sorry, the floor is our offense should look competent. Our offense should look modern. These skillful players that the Cardinals do have should be put into positions to succeed, and it shouldn't look as difficult as it has in recent memory. Shouldn't.
No,
it shouldn't be difficult for Marv to look like the 4th overall pick.
Think about how difficult it looked for everybody at times last year. That can't happen again. At times, it looked like they couldn't move the ball an inch. That can't be what it looks like this year under Mike LaFleur, or you just feel horrible about where you're at. You really do. And right now, this offense needs to look better. It needs to get your best players involved, and it needs to get the most out of Marvin Harrison Jr. Because if it doesn't, this experience is over.
Well, because if it doesn't, all of a sudden you're like, okay, then Marv's a bust. I'm not sure about the coach. What are we as a team? Right? I mean, that's...
Yeah, your 4th overall pick that you spent on a receiver feels like a waste. You want to talk about points? Throw 2,000 plus out the window.
Right. That'll be a bigger waste than spending a mid-first-round pick on Beck and Sorsby if you end up doing that.
So, yeah, it is really important for this offense to not only look good, but to make sure that you can get these guys involved. And what I mean by these guys is Jeremiah Love in that conversation too, is Marvin Harrison Jr., is getting Trey McBride still involved, still being the best tight end in football, using Michael Wilson to build on the year and the end of the year that he had last year. So much of it is important. They need this offense to look better because it's a huge prove-it year for how many guys on this offense, honestly? 3?
It's a prove-it year for Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a prove-it year for Michael Wilson in some respects.
Paris Johnson?
Yeah, I think to a certain extent you can say it's a prove-it year for Paris Johnson. Sure, you just want to see him on the field and healthy.
And you hate to say it about Jeremiah Love, who's a rookie, but you drafted him 3rd overall.
Yeah, there's some pressure that's immediately caked into you didn't do the positional value thing and you took a running back number 3 overall. If he goes out there and has 450 yards and only 750 all-purpose yards.
You don't have that kind of runway.
And he's mostly a non-factor, you're going to kind of get dunked on a little bit, right? Offensive mind, draft the running back 3rd overall, and if he's not the player that people think he can be right away, yeah, you're going to take some heat for that.
So that's the conversation they're having this year. There's pressure on a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, wins and losses, I think we've said this year, aren't going to matter because you changed the coach and because of the division you play in, because of the schedule that you have, because of where your roster is at. But I think the bare minimum is, hey, can I have an offense that just looks modern, that looks competent, that looks like it's supposed to look? And if you lose games 38-35 because your defense isn't very good, I think we could all stomach that. I think we could all sign up for an offense that looks like it can contend without that franchise quarterback, right? Can you imagine if this offense is top half of the league with Jacoby Brissett or Carson Beck or Brendan Sorsby or Gardner Minshew under center without actually truly having a franchise quarterback? Could you imagine that? And maybe Beck or Sorsby, if they get him, pan out to be a franchise quarterback, and that's why they're a top half of the league offense. But if they do that, man, that's going to be all the credit in the world to Mike LaFleur. And it's going to show that you got the right guy. You got the right coach. I said this. You bring in an offensive mind, the offense needs to be good. You bring in a defensive mind, the defense needs to be good. That was the thing with Gannon. The defense always seemed to kind of struggle.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
your side of the
I'm
ball.
not going to sugarcoat it. The defense last year was abysmal.
And that's your side of the ball.
And it felt like it got worse in his 3 years as the head coach. So, yeah, how do you keep a head coach that his side of the ball feels like it's gotten worse in the 3 years he's been here?
So you can't have that happen again now on the offensive side with LaFleur. So does it need to be 2,000-yard receivers? No, I don't think so. Listen, all 3 guys could be under 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
if the offense is moving the ball.
It could be 900, 900, 900.
Right.
But if they've committed to we're a run-first football team and those guys look open in space and look like productive members of this offense, 900 yards can feel like 1,000.
No, and even if they hit those numbers, even if Marv has 825 yards, even if Michael Wilson has 750 yards, if Trey McBride has 950 yards, if they just hit those numbers, but the offense passes the eye test and Marv is making an impact,
it's going to feel way different.
You're going to feel good about it, right?
Yeah, it could be not as good as numbers, but you could feel really good about it. Like, I'm trying to find an example in my head of
numbers don't need to tell the story. The eye test can tell the story.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you could feel, I'm trying to give you an example of a rookie receiver. Like, obviously the ones that come to mind for me are Eagles, but Devontae Smith didn't have 1,000 yards in his rookie year. You felt really good about the player he was.
Did Amon-Ra St. Brown have 1,000 yards as a rookie?
I don't think so.
And you knew.
You knew.
You knew. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great example.
Like,
I don't think he had 1,000 yards his first 2 years.
Jameer Gibbs, what did he have his rookie season?
Amon-Ra, his first year, had 912.
Okay, so it was a decent year, but not
on 90 grabs. Like, you knew.
You knew. He didn't have 1,000-yard season, but you knew, okay, that's a guy. That's a dude.
Gibbs, by the way, may have had 1,000 yards.
Did he? Because Montgomery was still there.
I know, but he was unbelievable.
In his rookie season?
You remember he hit that burst. It was 945, 10 touchdowns.
All right, never mind. I thought it was a slower start for him, but maybe it was a slower start within that season, and then he just turned it on later.
10 touchdowns as a rookie. And then he had 316. I mean, last year is just the 2024 might be better. 14, 12, 16 touchdowns, 517 receiving yards.
Sometimes you just know. Sometimes you can tell. And hopefully we can tell at the end of this season, hey, Cardinals got an offense. They got a coach here. They got a guy. Get him a quarterback, and this thing's off to the races. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. When we come back, it is time for us to pick our weekend winners. Who will win the weekend? That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
It's the lunch break with Chris Schubert.
While Brissett will be in attendance, it's uncertain how much on-field work he will do. So my read of that is It went from a holdout, and it will now become a hold-in. To be honest, him being there and not doing anything is almost more of a distraction. We've seen this. This is the new way players go about getting their contractual demands filled. They don't hold out and not show up, but you're starting to see more players be hold-ins.
Live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Bob Dylan in person. One night only. June 23rd, Arizona Financial Theater. Bob Dylan. Plus Lucinda Williams and her band. And the John Doe Folk Trio. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Bob Dylan Live, plus Lucinda Williams and her band, and the John Doe Folk Trio. Show starts promptly at 7 p.m.
If you're a fan of any sport on the planet, college or pro, then we are right where you want to be. The place to come when you want to have too much fun. Real sports fans need a sports book powered by Hard Rock Bet. Follow the money line to Twin Arrows and too much fun. Twin Arrows. The best indoor tailgate party in Flagstaff with massive HD screens, cold drinks, game time food specials, and best service is at Arrows Sports Bar. After the game, get back in the game at craps, blackjack, and slots. Now that's too much fun. The place to come when you want to have too much fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
Monument Valley? Check. Grand Canyon? Check. Sedona? Check. Camelback? Check. Think you've seen it all in Arizona? Well, if you haven't been fishing, you haven't seen a thing. From ponds and reservoirs to rivers and lakes, our state has no shortage of ways to cast a line for beginners and pros. And a fishing license is your passport to all of them. Get your license at azgfd.gov and discover a whole new way to see Arizona.
We're chatting with our guest, always safety first, 811 Megaphone Man.
Call 811 before you dig.
You never stray from your mission of letting homeowners, landscapers, and excavators know you should always call 811 before you dig.
Call 811.
Call for both small and big jobs. And 2 working days in advance?
811.
Any parting words? And I'm guessing they will be.
Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Southwest Gas.
811.
Got things you don't need? Goodwill can put them to good use. This summer, donate your gently used items and score a 20% off coupon for your next Goodwill treasure hunt. It's a win for your home, a win for your wallet, and a win for the community because every donation funds local job training and career development programs. Drive up, drop off, done. Goodwill, a nonprofit, makes donating easy and accepts almost anything. Find a convenient drop-off location at goodwillaz.org today.
Ready to tackle each morning with the best sports information coming at you?
I'm going to take a logical approach.
Get that weekday mornings on KDUS AM 1060 from 6 to 9 a.m. with the Dan Patrick Show. Dan Patrick, the Danettes, sports icons, sports legends, celebrities, poll questions. The Dan Patrick Show has it all.
It's a crapshoot.
Be sure to lock your dials to AM 1060 or 100.7 HD2 from 6 to 9 a.m. Mornings just got better.
This story is about us.
Back here on the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you here today on a Friday. 3 more wings to go. I will complete them before the show is over, and then the bet will be paid off. Be done.
Unbelievable we've gotten to the end of this.
How many wings are left in that box over there?
Let's do math here. You have 6 on that plate.
So that was 9 then left
I've
in the
had
box.
4 on my plate.
Means there's 5.
There's 5 left in the box.
Okay. I may have another 1 or 2 when we're done. We'll see where I'm at. See how hungry I am. See if I just want to be done with this. Now, you said you had a soccer question for me.
Yeah.
Before we start weekend winners. I'll get the music going for us, but you said you had a soccer question.
Why do they do this for VAR?
Because they're going to the monitor. They're going to the little TV screen.
Got
We're
it.
going to take a peek. I gotta look.
I kind of love it. You know what we should start doing in football for challenges?
Just do one of these, like you're playing. What is that? Charades. It's a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh, film. Got it. Okay.
You gotta go back to the tape.
I think in charades, this is TV show. I think the VAR symbol in charades is TV show. I think.
Can I ask a question?
Not a big charades guy.
I was gonna say there's like definitive things in charades.
Yeah, like book is this. This is book. This is song. You like. You like pretend like you're an opera singer. Yeah. You laugh at me, but I'm 100% right.
I didn't know there was like specific things in charades.
To tell you the category of what you're trying to guess.
We should do charades on the radio. That'd be great. Riveting radio.
You want to do charades on the radio?
It's kind of a joke.
I mean, it's great for the person guessing. They'll be able to have riveting radio. But the person who's, acting it out, it's not really.
No, you're not really a member of the show.
No. All right, weekend winners.
Anyway, weekend winners. Let's get into it.
Oh, Code with a terrible take that I just saw. Boggles my mind how U.S. soccer has such consistently
Yeah, I saw that in the break, or 2 breaks ago. I didn't even really want to address it. I disagree, Code.
These are great.
I like these jerseys.
Hot take. There hasn't been a bad jersey yet. A bad uniform yet in this.
In the whole World Cup?
Whole World Cup.
Would have to disagree. I imagine there's one.
No, I think they're all great.
That jersey that guy's wearing, terrible.
No, that one's good.
That one terrible. These, nice. I like the white in general.
All right, here we go.
I do see the issue, and I totally get that you have to because of the number. It does look a little funky that the whole thing's not striped.
Yeah, well, you
can't.
You need the number on the front.
All right. But I think it looks nice.
All right. Weekend winners. Here we go. You want to go first?
You are first.
And it's weekend winners. It's not a draft, but all right, I'll go first. So we've got a race this weekend. And I say that excited because they're on the naval base in San Diego.
They are, yeah.
And you can listen to it right here on KDUS AM 1060. I mean, adding NASCAR is one of my favorite things that I've been able to do since becoming the program director. It's been great. I love it.
It was one. That was one of our. It was a long kind of discussion there for a second.
Yeah, it took me a while. The sigh was because everybody knows what I want to do here.
Alrighty.
But I'm not going to because he's not. I don't think he's a road course guy. And this is a road course. Give me Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell. Here's my thought.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. There's something that you can do that would be the funniest thing in the history of the show.
I don't.
I mean, you could just take Kyle Larson, and if he wins, it would be the.
I'm taking Kyle Larson.
And we will have peaked as a show if you take Kyle Larson and he wins.
I'm going to select Kyle Larson.
I don't know how we do the show on Monday if that's the case. I may just retire. I may be done.
I was going to take Ty Gibbs under the assumption you would take Kyle Larson. It changes when you select Christopher Bell. Who's down?
It's okay. Everybody's all right.
What is this process they're doing?
I think they're checking for... I didn't see the play, but based on the way the doctors are talking, it looks like it's a concussion check. Would be my guess.
Okay. Kyle Larson, for me, that's who I will take. Have I told you this guy is the only person, he's second in laps without a win.
Wow, that's a great stat that you just pulled there. He's led the most laps without a win?
He's led the most laps without a win. It's the second most laps in all the Cup Series.
That dude should win at some point.
You would think so. That's what I've heard. He rips up road courses.
I got to tell you, if Kyle Larson wins this week, when I don't pick him, I'm going to be irritable on Monday. Let me just tell you right now. When we do the weekend winners recap on Monday, I'm going to be in a bad mood. All right. You made your golf picks already.
I did, yes. You jumping in the fun here?
I am. I always get the benefit of waiting for 2 days worth of golf before I jump in.
Yes. If you take Wyndham Clark, though, that's...
I'm not. Give me Rory.
Rory McIlroy.
He's -1 through 5 today. He's 6 back of the lead. I don't think Wyndham Clark's going to stay at 6. That's 7 under.
Yeah, Wyndham Clark will not stay at 7 under. I don't think the winner here will be at 7 under.
No, so you got to hover around.
If I know the U.S. Open, they are upset that somebody's at 7 under, and they're going to make this harder.
That's going to be.
I know on Wednesday they slowed down the greens because guys like Bryson DeChambeau were all they could do was complain.
They're going to fix that real quick. So I'll take Rory because he's in the mix there at 1 under.
Is DeChambeau going to make the cut?
That's your department. You're the golf guy. You're the person who breaks that down. The projected cut is 3 over. Bryson DeChambeau is at 5 over, and he is done for the day. So that's going to be a no.
Yeah, that was so classic. This guy, all he did all week was post about how the course is ridiculous and that nobody can play here. You can't do that and then make the cut. Anyway, he was plus 160 to not make the cut. I thought about adding that to my picks, but to be honest with you, I didn't want to be a negative Nelly, so I didn't do it. But I'm now upset I didn't do it.
Do you have another weekend winner? I have 2. You have 1 on the board.
Oh, sorry. I want to sincerely apologize about that. I will take one. England.
When do they play next?
Leave Sunday, right?
Sunday? No, they don't play on Sunday. I think they play like next Tuesday.
What?
They play next Tuesday. You can't just take a team.
I got really excited for them to win their group.
You can have Morocco this afternoon if you'd like. You can have Brazil this evening.
No, I don't want either of them.
Okay, you want somebody tomorrow?
Yeah.
Who are you taking tomorrow? Don't do it because I was considering doing it.
Give me the Ivory Coast.
Wow, the upset over Germany. He's going Ivory Coast.
I think a tie gets me a win. Correct?
In this situation, if Ivory Coast gets a point against Germany, I would consider that a win for you. Yes.
Who are you going to select?
I'm thinking about taking Sweden in an upset.
Sweden in an upset.
I was thinking about it.
Wow, over the Netherlands.
Well, I'm not going to do it, but I was considering.
The Netherlands will pull that out. They're a good squad this year.
Give me. You know what? You took Kyle Larson from me.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Jordan Lawler.
Oh, come on. That's crazy work.
Now the U.S. did put a ball into the net here, but it is being reviewed.
What?
So it could be 2-0. So just keeping everybody.
Wow.
We're checking.
This is a VAR check here.
Yes, to see if yeah. There you go. Very good. Very good. Yes, they're checking to see if this is a goal. And then you know what? I'll do it. Give me Sweden.
Wow. So you are going to take Sweden.
I'll go Christopher Bell, Rory, Jordan Lawler, Sweden.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. So for me, I have Kyle Larson. I have the Ivory Coast. I have Jordan Lawler. And my last pick.
Oh, no, you don't have Jordan Lawler.
Oh, you have Jordan Lawler.
Yeah, you have Kyle Larson in the Ivory Coast.
Yeah. Wow, you have a lot more than me, right?
I took 4.
I got to tell you, it's because I have the golf picks.
Yeah, I took a golf pick. So just pick one more, and then we'll have 3.
Yep. And so my last one for you, you're going to love this.
Okay.
Zach Gallen.
Wow, he's going Zach Gallen.
Bounce back start.
Wow, that's good for you.
And then I have one more.
Okay.
Give me the Phillies.
That's a troll. They have just, it is a goal. U.S. up 2-0.
Yes, that is a troll.
No. I said it is a goal for the U.S. It's 2-0.
Also, that is a troll.
Oh, a troll of me. Yes. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Can we just say something?
Please.
The Mets.
And by the way, do you hear the music in the background? I'll play the drop for you one more time.
Can we just say something?
Please.
The Mets.
That is the weekend winners' music. There you go. There you have it.
Mets Phillies for anybody who's wondering.
Yeah, our 2 teams play each other. We won yesterday.
So I'm going to have to take both over the weekend.
You're going to have to take both over the weekend. And we're not playing tonight because there's a game
in Philadelphia for the World Cup.
Brazil-Haiti is the game that's in Philadelphia. Both teams' players have been trying to get tickets, and it's like impossible for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All All right, there you have it. We'll check in on Monday to see how well we did. One more for us here before we hand things off to Jim Rome, and we call it a weekend. We've got all of the stories we didn't get to here today on the program, and we've got all of the wings left to eat so that we can close out this punishment. We'll do it next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
It's the lunch break with Chris Schubert.
While Brissett will be in attendance, it's uncertain how much on-field work he will do. So my read of that is it went from a holdout, and it will now become a hold-in. To be honest, him being there and not doing anything is almost more of a distraction. We've seen this. This is the new way players go about getting their contractual demands filled. They don't hold out and not show up, but you're starting to see more players be hold-ins.
Live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Stained. Break the Cycle 25th Anniversary Tour. Featuring Seether. Stained. October 13th, Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater. With special guests, Hoobastank and Hinder. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. Part of the America First Credit Union Series.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
America First Credit Union has everything you need to get your money working. And for a limited time, new members get a $150 cash bonus for opening a checking account and $200 more for enrolling in and using direct deposit. If you're ready to do more with your money and get up to $350 cash, head to americafirst.com and become a member today. Subject to membership eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, change, and conditions. Additional requirements may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
430 people in the Valley died from the heat last year. This summer, more lives are at risk. For someone living on the street, the heat can quickly become deadly. No shade, no water, no relief. This is tragic, and it's preventable. Thanks to you, Phoenix Rescue Mission is providing life-saving water and critical care to our neighbors in need. Help save lives this summer. Learn more at phoenixrescuemission.org/code red.
Ready to tackle each morning with the best sports information coming at you?
I'm going to take a logical approach.
Get that weekday mornings on KDUS AM 1060 from 6 to 9 a.m. with the Dan Patrick Show. Dan Patrick, the Danettes, sports icons, sports legends, celebrities, poll questions. The Dan Patrick Show has it all.
It's a crapshoot.
Be sure to lock your dials to AM 1060 or 100.7 HD2 from 6 to 9 a.m. Mornings just got better.
This story is about us.
Back here on the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you. Wrapping up another great week of shows here on the program. I am eating the wings. That's right. I am. Should we do this first?
How many have left?
One.
Wow.
We want to do it now?
Yeah, let's just do it
at the
now.
end. All right. Is the camera on me? Because we'll probably cut this for social.
Yeah, let me switch so we got the... Let's go. Big camera on you.
Okay. I'm ready?
You are ready?
Here we go. This, the last wing of the wing punishment. One more wing to go, and this is wing number 250. What started last Monday now concludes with wing number 250. Here we go.
This has been quite the saga.
Oh.
25 wings a day over the course of 10 days, really. And I don't know how you're going to eat another wing for a long time.
It's going to be a while.
It's going to be a long time. And I don't blame you. I wouldn't want any. You think you'll be out on chicken? I was wondering that. Like, do you think you're going to take a couple weeks break from chicken?
I had
itself?
a Chick-fil-A biscuit for breakfast today, so no.
I guess you can do chicken so many different ways that wing doesn't really matter.
It's funny, until you said it, I didn't even realize that I went to Chick-fil-A this morning and had chicken when I've been eating chicken for 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
It didn't even really dawn on me until just this moment when you said it.
And you went to Chipotle the other day, right? You got tacos?
Yeah, those were steak tacos.
Steak tacos? Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. That feels better. I made a steak last night for dinner.
Well, what kind of steak did you have?
I typically keep it to New York strips. I think that's the one I'm best at cooking. I get a little nervous with the fillets. Like, I could do a fillet. And the ribeyes, listen, they just don't fit in my pan. Not going to sugarcoat it.
That's it. It is done.
Nice job.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. 250 wings. Completed. Oh, I'm so happy.
How do you feel?
I feel accomplished. I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my daughter for helping me make the wings, prepare the wings, buy the wings, and putting up with this nonsense for 2 weeks while I could not eat with the rest of the family because I had to eat chicken wings. I want to thank Code, Brian, Michael, John, our regulars who were here every day with me as I ate the 250 wings. And I want to thank producer Evan for getting the Super Bowl pick right to put me in this position where I had to eat 250 wings. And I sincerely want to thank the Los Angeles Rams for not covering against the Carolina Panthers, for probably being the other major reason why I am in this spot right now.
Twice. They didn't cover twice.
Eating 250 wings. But we're done.
Yeah. Yep.
We're done.
Bryce Young is your enemy.
Oh, Bryce Young. Yeah. he got me multiple times.
Always bet on yourself.
Well, I did. And 250 wings down.
Very, very proud.
Oh.
Very proud moment.
Thank you, Mrs. Reiser. Your mom said, good job, Chris. Thank you. Thank you.
It is a lot of chicken to eat. Good job.
250 wings done.
Halftime update. The United States headed to halftime right now. They are up 2-0, and they have all the pressure. This game could be 3-0 if they really push the envelope, because they have all the pressure.
Yeah, they've been playing great. They're putting a ton of pressure, and their press has really been breaking down Australia and putting them in some compromising positions from the times I've been looking up watching the game. So a win, and then what is it, a draw tonight?
A win and a draw tonight, they would clinch.
They would clinch, but winning this game guarantees them knockout stage.
Moving on.
But a draw tonight would clinch them.
Give them the first.
They showed it. I saw the same thing you saw. It would clinch them the top spot in the group, which is huge.
Which is huge.
And
then you would be able to give Pulisic another day off.
Yeah, if you wanted to give him another day off.
You could.
You could give him another day off.
All right. Little U.S. Open.
Hold on. My apologies.
Oh, all good.
I was giving you the music. That's all.
Thank you. Little U.S. Open update. Wyndham Clark running away with this thing. He has a 4-stroke lead on the rest of the pack. 7 under for Wyndham Clark. He shot a 6 under 64 yesterday, a 1 under 69 today for 7 under. Other guys tied for second. Right now we have 4 guys tied for second. That is Xander Schauffele, Matt Fitzpatrick, Harry Higgs, Max Gracerman, all at 3 under. Guys at 2 under, just 2 tied for 6 is Colin Morikawa and Rory McIlroy. McIlroy added another birdie on his day and is now through 5. So guys that are still on the course today that are in that, in that top 6 there is Rory. He's on the 6th, and Max Gracerman, he's on the 5th. Sam Stevens tied for 8th. He's a 1 under as well as Justin Thomas, Sam Burns, Keegan Bradley, Ludwig Oberg, Ben James. Guys that even consist of some of the big names. Gary Woodland, Tommy Fleetwood, A lot of guys tied for 14th there at even. So looks like it's going to be a pretty good tournament. Yeah, we have had a pull away by Wyndham Clark a little bit, who's, like I said, 4 strokes above the next golfer, but everybody else within kind of 3 strokes there from 1 to mid 20s. So should be interesting to see where that falls. We went over it. The cut will be at 3 over. Some notable names that aren't going to make the cut. Hideki Matsuyama, he finished 4 over. He won't make the cut. Brooks Koepka, 1 over today. He won't make it. Ricky Fowler, Victor Hovland, and Bryson DeChambeau are some of the notable names that will not make the cut at the U.S. Open.
And I'm sure they'll get that course ready to go for Wyndham to bring it back to the pack a little bit over the weekend.
Yeah, also, by the way, John Rahm shot 10 over today. Will not make the cut.
I can't say what he said on the air.
It went really bad.
He was frustrated.
It went really bad. After a 2-under start, I don't know what happened. I'm really upset about that. So I apologize to everybody. But if all the other ones hit, we feel pretty good. We have Wyndham Clark. We have Ludwig Oberg. So 2 guys that are definitely in the mix for that top 10. Xander Schauffele right there as well, and another guy we took. So we're all over it. We are all over it. We have 3 guys out of the 4 that I took to be top 10 finishers, all within the top 10 right now. So
you're feeling good.
Love where I'm at right now.
You're feeling good.
So, yeah, we didn't get the winner pick, but love where we're at 2 days in to the U.S. Open. Some other soccer games heading on this week. Obviously, the U.S. Is on right now. They up 2-0, like I said. Then tonight will be Scotland versus Morocco. That should be a good game at 3 o'clock. That'll be in Boston. By the way, you think they sent Scotland to Boston on purpose?
I don't know if they did it on purpose, but they're certainly having a good time up there.
I mean, out of all the places the Scottish people could go.
Did I see it correctly that there are reports that some of the bars up there are doing better than they did for St. Patrick's Day?
Yes. You saw that, like, a couple planes from Scotland to Boston sold out of liquor, like everything, beer, wine.
If you're going to
anything they serve.
If you're coming from Scotland to America, to Boston for the World Cup, you're on vacation, so you're gonna do it big.
And then tonight is Brazil, Haiti, and Turkey, Paraguay finishes us out.
We got some late night soccer tonight. Last game kicks off at 8 tonight, so if you want some late night soccer, you have that as well. It's gonna do it for us here. Another great edition of the show in the books. Producer Evan, thank you for all that you do. Everybody, Jim Rome is coming up next. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. We'll talk to you on Monday. See ya.
Cracker Barrel this weekend.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix.